some of the interviews that people had on Tahrir Square, they will say, we are so happy to know that people outside of our country are supporting us. And us knowing that people around the world are supporting us give us strength to continue to stay on Tahrir Square. So that's the same thing that we want to see with the Congo movement. Now, what do you have to do? You have to challenge your government. Yes, they know what's happening. So whenever you're contacting your government here, don't contact them in a way where you are informing them of what's happening. They know very well what is happening. They have visited the Congo. Hillary Clinton went to the Congo. Not only that, Obama and Hillary Clinton co-sponsored a bill together when they both were senators. The Democratic Republic of Congo Relief Security Democracy Promotion Act of 2006. Very long. I just call it the Obama law. Why do I call it the Obama law? As a senator, he co-sponsored 265 bills. Do you know how many of them were signed into law? Only one. Which one? The Democratic Republic of Congo Relief Security Democracy Promotion Act of 2006. So his major accomplishment as a senator is what? A bill on the Congo. And you read it, you say, oh, Mr. Change knows what's happening in the Congo. So the question is not telling him, what are you going to do? It's challenging him and say, you are the senator who made sure that this law was passed, and that's the only accomplishment you ever done in the Senate. Not only that, after you pass that law, right, you send a letter to Condoleezza Rice a few months after that asking her, we just passed a law in the Senate. What are you doing about the Congo? Even better, in 2007, Joseph Kabila, the president of the Congo, came and meets George Bush, and George Bush was congratulating him for the elections that took place in Congo in 2006. Guess what Obama did? He sent a letter to George Bush. I heard you met with Joseph Kabila, but you have to remember, we just passed a law calling for a special envoy. You're not enforcing that. Then all of a sudden, he does the yes we can. 2008, he became president, he has amnesia. Completely forgot that the only thing he has ever done in Congress, his major accomplishment is the law on the Congo. So that's what I want you to do, challenge U.S. economic interests, because they're interested about the Congo. They are involved in the Congo. Ambassador Entwistle is your U.S. ambassador to the Congo. I asked, we had a meeting with you in January. So I asked him, oh, have you been to Goma, the east, where the crime's taking place? I said, oh, no, I haven't been there. I was in southern Congo. I was in Katanga. I said, oh, really? Where were you? Oh, I went to see our mine. I said, your mine? Oh, what? Which mine? The Tenke Fungurume mine. Think about it, right? The U.S. ambassador in the Congo, the first place he visited when he arrived in the Congo was the Freeport-McMoRan mine in the Congo, which is the largest copper reserve in the world. So when I share with you that the United States is involved, they are involved. They know what the interest is there. It's profit, not the people. So we have to pressure them. The second pressure is for the mining companies that exist. Hold them accountable. That's a general statement. Now, how can you do it? I believe as students, we have great ideas on how actually to come up with works. A student told me, just go to these companies and put blood on the wall. I didn't say that. No graffiti, that's illegal. But figure out how, within your community, you can find out what are the companies. Are you going to close your city bank account? Or send them a letter and say, hey, no, what did you do in the Congo? No, there are so many things that we all can do. The third one is the mapping exercise report. Fortunately, UN experts put together a report last year. It's 545 pages long. It documented the crimes that have taken place in the Congo from 1993 till 2003. Equated to war crimes, crimes against humanity, and possible genocide. And they say that this report is actually enforced, right? You bring about the end to impunity. You will deliver justice to the Congolese, and you start holding people accountable for what they've done there. And because the reason why this is ongoing is because the crimes of yesterday hasn't been addressed. So the rebels just say, well, I know I can't kill 100 people, nothing's going to happen to me. So this report documented the most serious crimes in the Congo and is calling for an international tribunal for Congo. So guess what Susan Rice is doing? Nothing. She was asked a question to comment on this UN report. Her response was no comment. So it's not even put on the agenda of the UN Security Council. No one want to touch it because it implicates US allies while in Uganda. Because when it calls for possible genocide, it's accusing the Rwanda military for killing civilians in the Congo. Children, women, and elderly in hundreds of thousands. Those are not combatant. So because they called it out, everybody don't want to do anything about it. So they're letting the victims of yesterday become the oppressor because I believe of the genocide, yes. And we're saying if there is no justice, it will continue to perpetrate in the whole region. That you will see the same forces fighting and people not receiving that. And the fourth one is support the local institutions. We know